You're listening to Brian Sussman on Hot Talk 560 KSFO.
All of the idiotic things politicians, celebrities, luminaries have said over the past week. The KSFO the KSFO idiot reel. The KSFO Israel? What? Well, you've got people talking down Israel in this piece. Ground Zero Imam Rauf, Muslim-born President Obama, Imam Rauf's truther buddy, Boobala Babala sports reporter Ines Saenz, Democrat pooper Kris Kofinis, Malthusian John Holdren, White House windbag Robert Gibbs, and then just one more with Ines Saenz.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's often imitated, never duplicated. He is real.
The radicals in the United States, the radicals in the Muslim world feed off each other. And to a certain extent, the attention that they've been able to get by the media has even aggravated the problem.
But as Americans, we are not and never will be at war with Islam. It was not a religion that attacked us that September day. It was Al-Qaeda, a sorry band of men which perverts religion.
We are Americans too. We are doctors, we are investment bankers, we are taxi drivers, we are storekeepers, we are lawyers. We are part of the fabric of America.
Everyone I talk to in casual conversation, even in Europe, North Africa as well, the Middle East, Pakistan, India, when the subject of 9/11 comes up, they're like, oh yeah, we know it was an inside job. What don't the Americans understand?
What complicates the discussion intra-Islamically is the fact that the West has not been cognizant and has not addressed the issues of its own contribution to much injustice in the Arab and Muslim world.
First of all, it is absolutely disingenuous, as many have said, that block is hallowed ground, with a strip joint around the corner, with bedding parlors, to claim that it's hallowed ground.
Okay, if a pair of jeans, a white blouse with the bottoms is a provocative, all the women are provocative.
One thing that Christine O'Donnell is now going to have to answer in the general election that she didn't in the primary is her own checkered background. I've met her. I wasn't frankly impressed as her abilities as a candidate. And again, these serious questions about how does she make her living? Why did she mislead voters about her college education? How come it took her nearly 2 decades to pay her college bills so she could get her college degree?
The Tea Party is a flesh-eating bacteria for the Republican Party. They keep eating their own. Here's the reality, the political reality, that these Tea Party folks don't want to confront. This is a country where you need to win over moderates and independents to win statewide. It is a simple fact. It is a simple reality.
I'm not yielding one grain of sand. I want to have the same big, strong majority we have. But I feel certain that we will.
I'm for the Republican, but we were looking at 8 to 9 seats in the Senate. We're now looking at 7 to 8. This is not a race we're going to be able to win.
The widely used term global warming is, in fact, a misnomer because it implies something that is gradual, something that is uniform, and something that in the minds of many is benign. What could be wrong with a little bit of warming? And none of those things is true. It is not uniform, it is not gradual, and it is certainly not benign. I like to use the term global climatic disruption.
I was frankly surprised to see that we don't have a record, so far as I can tell, of your having given to me despite my long and deep work. I'm simply candidly calling to ask for a contribution. And I think it must have been me who hasn't, frankly, done my homework to ask for a contribution earlier. So I'm trying to make up for it by asking for one now.
Let's extend those tax breaks and tax cuts for the middle class. Let's provide them with some help in economic times of uncertainty. But let's not borrow $700 billion for tax cuts for millionaires.
Our cost-cutting measures mirror most of the proposals in the current Senate bill, which reduces most people's premiums and brings down our deficit by up to $1 trillion over the next decade because we're spending our health care dollars more wisely.
As a consequence of us getting 30 million additional people health care, at the margins that's going to increase our costs. We knew that. We didn't think that we were going to cover 30 million people for free, but that the long-term trend in terms of how much the average family is going to be paying for health insurance is going to be improved as a consequence of health care. Our goal on health care is if we can get, instead of health care costs going up 6% a year, It's going up at the level of inflation, maybe just slightly above inflation. We've made huge progress.
It's my style for all my life, doing my job and never have any problems. So I really believe that it's not bad that one woman wants to be attractive.
Nice job, Sherry. That's
Sherry
great.
Yee.
Yeah.
The great idiot reel on KSFO.
That's tremendous.
And that'll be posted on YouTube a little later by our good friend Irene, who's listening down Texas way. Thanks, Irene, for that.